Hey guys, Mike here. So today I'm here to talk to you about A Simple Favour. In this review I'll be going over a brief summary of the plot, my quick thoughts about the film and whether or not you should go and see it. So I'm going to try and keep this review spoiler free. However, if you don't want to know anything about the film and you want to go completely blind, then let's just come back to this video once you've seen the film. So with that, let's get started, shall we?
I want to know your secret.
Quand j'étais petite, je me taisais comme une fleur.
So A Simple Favour stars Anna Kendrick as Stephanie Smothers, who you may know from the Pitch Perfect franchise. The movie also stars Blake Lively as Emily Nelson, who you may know from Gossip Girl. In A Simple Favour, Stephanie Smothers is a single mom who tries to stay active, such as spending more time with her son in school and outside of school, and spending time on her cooking blog. Until one day, she meets one of her son's friend's mom, who will pretty much change her life forever. Now, these two characters could not be any more different. On the one hand, you got Stephanie, who's quite eccentric, but yet quietly spoken when it comes to confrontation. Then on the other hand, you've got Emily, who's a bit more mysterious, but not afraid to speak her mind. After the two of them spend a bit more time together, they start to build a good friendship. Until one day, Emily calls up Stephanie and asks her to do her a simple favour. Can you pick up my son from school? Stephanie says yes and picks up Emily's child from school. A couple of hours go by and Stephanie starts to get suspicious as to where Emily is, until it gets to the point where the police get involved and now Stephanie has to help them try and find her friend Emily. Now I'm not going so far as to say that Emily completely changes Stephanie's personality, but you do notice quite a lot of differences, such as the way that she deals with confrontation, for example. Whereas before Stephanie was quite squirrely and afraid of confrontation, because of Emily she learns to be more confrontational and direct with people. Not so much that it's a complete diversion from her character, but just enough to see that she's learning some things from Emily. Now, I really expected to enjoy this film. It has decent actors, a decent story, a decent director, you know, it was a pretty well-round package. And for the first half of the film, I was getting just that. The characters were engaging, you wanted to find out more about them, they were really funny, they had good interactions with each other, they pushed the story forward, you know, they were pretty much everything you wanted them to be. Though normally with these kind of mystery movies, your brain's ticking away, you're trying to think about what's going to happen next. But with this I thought, you know what, I'm just going to watch it and just see how it plays out. But though in all fairness, as the mystery deepened, the cogs started turning and I started thinking about what was going to happen next and seeing if I could figure out the plot before it happened. But then unfortunately, just after the halfway point, the movie takes a bit of a downward spiral. Not necessarily to the point where this movie became unwatchable, but it just took issue with a lot of character decisions. I mean, for example, some characters explaining what they've done, why they're doing it, and what they're going to do next. Which I think was good for the audience to get an insight on the characters, but other than that, it didn't really serve much sense for the plot. I mean, for example, slight spoiler here, there's one scene where a character pretty much tells the other one what they've done, why they've done it, and everything like that. And it just made no sense for them to do it. They weren't really in that much of a pressing situation, and if they really thought about it, they could have got out of it without having to reveal their great plan. And like I say, this would have been fine had the plot put them in this situation where they needed to tell the other one why they were doing what they were doing, but they were not in these situations and it just made no sense for the plot. And unfortunately, with scenes like this where I was just laughing at how stupid the characters were. I mean, as well, other than character motivations, which I think are quite debatable whether their decisions were stupid or not, I think the main issue from this film came with its editing. I mean, it got to a point that the editing became so choppy that it was really hard to tell how much time had gone past, and it really made the experience quite jarring and unfocused. Overall, guys, the characters and actors were decent, they were engaging, they were funny, they were pretty much everything you needed them to be, though you could question a lot of their decision making. The story, while not wholly original, was definitely intriguing, made you want to ask more questions about it. And as a whole, other than a bit of a choppy third act, this was quite a decent experience. Now, as for whether or not you should go see this movie, I'm having a bit of a hard time recommending it because, though I did initially enjoy it, as I've started to analyse it more and think more about it, the quality of the movie has slightly decreased each time I've been thinking about it. I mean, if you're interested in going to see it, then I'd say just go see it because I think you'll have a decent time. And I probably might be being a bit picky with it, but it's just pretty much how I kind of felt about it. So in summary, I'd say go see it. I didn't really think much of it, but I think you guys may enjoy it just a bit more than I did. Okay guys, that's my review for A Simple Favour. If you've seen it, what did you think about it? And what's your favourite missing person film? Whatever it is, drop it in the comments below. And until next time, I've been Michael. See ya!